Wasbir, a very, very important communique by the state government to the Union Home Ministry. What further details do you have for us?
Yes, Ronak, first of all, the situation in the border town of Moreh in Manipur is extremely disturbing at this point in time. There has been heavy exchange of fire between armed gunmen and security forces in the border town. When I say security forces, it's a combination of Manipur police, Assam Rifles and the BSF largely. So the armed gunmen have been attacking these contingents of the Manipur police, the BSF and the Assam Rifles in Manipur. This has been a series of attacks for the last several days, and this morning the heavy exchange of gunfight broke out between armed gunmen and the security forces. One IRB personnel has succumbed to his injuries, and that has been confirmed by the state government. In fact, Northeast Live has accessed a communique that the state government has sent to the Union Home Ministry earlier today, asking for helicopters to remain at standby in Imphal. They said that the helicopters may be necessary to airlift additional security personnel as well as ammunition to Moreh, besides attending to medical emergencies. So this is and in this communique to the Union Home Ministry, the state government has described the situation in the border town as a matter of serious concern. They have confirmed the death of one IRB personnel. They have also cautioned that the helicopter is urgently needed to remain at standby in the capital Imphal, because they are predicting that the situation may deteriorate further. That is what has been also written in this letter or communique to the Union Home Ministry. Now, there has been serial attacks by these armed gunmen who in the past few days have been using rocket-propelled grenades and mortars during their attacks on security personnel. At one point, the Chief Minister, Mr. N. Biren Singh, has said that some of these gunmen could be members of the KIA Burma. So this is something which the KIA Burma, the rebel group, has denied, but the state government insists that it could be, particularly the Chief Minister has been insisting that this could be mercenaries from across the border in Myanmar. However, there are differences of opinion, with some security officials saying that these may not be mercenaries from Myanmar. So at the end of the day, the gunman, the identity of the gunman remains a mystery. It may be known to the agencies, it may be known to the government, but they are, we cannot say for sure on our part who these gunmen are. We have to go by what the government says. One section of the government says these are mercenaries from Myanmar. Others said this could be local gunmen. So this, but at the end of the day, that is not the point who the gunmen are. But the fact remains that there is a serious encounter going on between these heavily armed gunmen and the security forces comprising the Manipur police, the BSF and the Assam Rifles. So one IRB personnel succumbed to injuries this morning in Moreh, and the state government has requested the MHA for immediate intervention to keep helicopters on standby to airlift security personnel and ammunition if needed, and also attend to medical emergencies if necessary.
Absolutely, Wasbir. You know, this is a very grim prediction by the government that the situation might escalate even further, even as we know that already one Jawan has succumbed to injuries in the morning today. So, you know, this is something that definitely calls for drastic measures, and that would explain the communique that has been addressed to the Union Home Ministry, isn't it?
Well, yes, the authorities are giving a long rope to the armed gunmen, because these attacks have been going on the 31st of October. A senior police officer was gunned down in Moreh while he was going about his routine official duties, and security patrols have been continuously coming under gunfire from armed militants. So the situation is extremely disturbing as far as Moreh is concerned. Today I was trying to talk to the officials on the ground, but they were cutting the phone lines, indicating that the situation is grave enough for them to attend to phone calls. But we have accessed this letter, this communique which the state government has given to the Union Home Ministry, asking for helicopters. But the point remains that armed gunmen are roaming free in Moreh, which is a township of about 25,000 people, an extremely cosmopolitan town. The Meiteis in Moreh have all fled and they have come to the Imphal Valley. It's Kuki dominated at this point in time. There is also a sprinkling of Tamils who are there, and Gorkhas who are there in Moreh, Tamils expats who have settled in Moreh. And it's a trade hub. Remember, it is the border town, border crossing point between between India and Myanmar. And by the way, Myanmar is the only ASEAN country that has a land border with India, and that is through Moray. So it's a very, very strategically located town, a population of 25,000 people, and this disturbing situation is bringing the spotlight of the entire neighborhood to the town called Moray.
Absolutely, it was so indeed a very grim situation, and the situation might escalate even further. That is what the Manipur government has to say. For now, thank you very much for all those latest updates.